So I made this post on my Twitter a couple of days ago, and someone left a comment saying, "Can I share the process here?" So I thought of shooting this video to, share the entire process on how we're able to, get his clients from 28% email deliverability score to 80% in the space of 30 days. And like I said, I'm going to be walking you through everything step by step we did in this video. So without further ado, let's dive into it. And by the way, if you are not following me on Twitter or X or whatever, make sure you check me out on Grow with Habib on Twitter. I post lots of valuable stuff on my Twitter, so make sure you check me out and give me a follow. So let's dive in what we did to fix this client's email deliverability score. So as you can see here, the first week, they're at 28%, and the second week 48, third week 74, and the fourth week as 80%. And again, I'm going to be walking you through everything with this step by step in this video. So if you find yourself going through the same similar deliverability issue, just watch this video to the end, follow the instructions, and in no time you'll be able to fix your email deliverability problem. So a quick intro about myself. My name is Habib. I'm the CEO and founder of Smart E-commerce, an e-commerce growth agency where we help e-commerce brands increase sales and profits using the power of email and SMS marketing. And we've been doing this for a lot of our clients, for the past 3 years. So if you're an e-commerce brand owner and you want to, leverage email and SMS marketing to grow your store, just reach out to me and I would love to have a conversation with you. So what this brand was doing before working with us, and the first thing was, we noticed they told us that they are working with an inexperienced email marketer. So basically, this person doesn't even know what they are doing at all, which happens to be a common case in the e-commerce world. People just work with anybody and anybody. Second thing was this person ignored their technical setup. So there was no branding, sending domain, no DMARC or XPF and DKIM setup. So if you open your Klaviyo dashboard, you will see something like this DMARC stuff there, basically, just telling you if these things are set up or not. But this is something that, this brand ignored and they don't have it fixed up at all. And the third one was, no email marketing strategy. So they are just, sending emails to everybody and everyone on their email list. There's no strategy or anything behind their email marketing. And they are only sending promo emails, so promotional emails every time. That's the only emails they were sending, and that led people to be reporting their emails as spam. So these are the issues this brand was facing, before they started working with us. So what we did to fix this problem. So on the first week, the first thing we did was we basically set up their technical stuff. So the branded sending domain, we set up the DMARC, the SPIF, and DKIM. I don't really want to go deep into this on how to set this up. I'm going to leave an article in the description. You can basically just go through the article to set up this technical DKIM and SPF record. It's very simple. So just go through the documents. It's going to show you on how to set everything up. So after doing the technical setup, the second thing we did was we created a problematic domain segment to figure out which email domains have the lowest open rates, and we slowly warm up this email domain. This is a little bit technical as well, but not so crazy. I'm going to be showing you how to create this segment. So to do that, you basically want to go to your Klaviyo. So under here, Analytic Dashboard, you want to click on that. Then click on Overview Dashboard. So after that, you will scroll down. Here you will see email deliverability by domain. 1 second, this is loading. By default, in some new accounts, you won't really see this email deliverability by domain there. To see that, you basically want to come back up and click on Add Card. So when you click on Add Card, you will select email deliverability by domain. Then, after doing that, you will see that here. Obviously, this is an account that we're managing, so they have a very good open rate, as you can see. But if you're experiencing any kind of spam issues, you will see some low open rate. So if you see something below 30%, so that means this email domain has deliverability issue, basically. So anything less than 30% means that there's an issue with this email domain. But as you can see here, this is like 50, 57, 99. So these are really good score, by the way, open rates. And you can also click on the next and number 2, number 3 to keep seeing the email domains with with a low deliverability problem, basically. So after figuring out the email domain with low open rates, so what you want to do next, you want to build a segment called problematic domain segment. So here's what that means. You can see here from this photo here, we have a segment called problematic domain not engaged. Basically, problematic domains that they are not receiving, or let me say the emails are going to the spam folder, basically. So this is an example of what that looks like. So as soon as you figure out which email domains are giving you the problem, so let's say it's Hotmail or Yahoo Mail, you want to create a segment like this that say email content, then the email domain. In this example, it is Hotmail. Then you want to use or as the filter here. So email domains contains Outlook, email domains contain Live. So just figure out the email domains that are having problems, then build a segment with that. In this case, you can see here, and that will populate all the people in this email domain, like they have this email domain, if that makes sense, right? So that is the first step. And the second one is then building the same segment, but for engaged people. So the same email domain, but to people who have opened email at least in the last 30 days. So let me walk you through that. So again, we figure out the email domains that are having problems here. Then we want to build a segment of those people, but in this case, we are building engaged 30 days. So you can see in this case, open email at least once in the last 30 days where email domain contains Hotmail. So similar to this example here, it's Hotmail, but yours, it might be different. It might be Gmail, it might be Yahoo. You just have to make sure you're using the right email segment here. So you can see or open email at least once in the last 30 days, email domain equals. So this is like filling out the email domain again, but engage 30 days in this case. So the reason why we do this is because when we notice that emails are going to the spam folder, the last thing you want to do is you don't want to keep sending emails to those email domains that are having problems, if that makes sense. So we don't want to send emails to these people. We want to exclude them from our email campaigns. And the reason why we created the engage 30 days is so we can use this engage 30 days to slowly warm up these email domains, if that makes sense. So we are using these 30 days to slowly warm them up, right? Because even though we have lots of people who are not engaged, we still have few people that are engaged with this in this same email domain segment, and we just want to use that 30 days engage to slowly warm them up. I'm going to be going much into that as we move on. And the third thing is we started sending only plain text emails to engage 30 days, mostly value based email. And this is extremely important because when you're experiencing email or let me say spam issues or email deliverability issues, the last thing you want to do is you don't want to be sending lots of design emails, right? Because design emails tend to go to the promotion folder or even land in the spam folder. And if you're already facing spam issues, you don't want to keep sending design based emails. So we focus on sending plain text email mostly to engage 30 days. So this helped us a lot to quickly get out of the spam folder, right? And we make this email coming from a new sender. So basically what we did here was we introduced a new character as the new sender. So in this case, it was the head of customer support. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to get engagement in this email. So we use this strategy to build familiarity with the audience and get them to engage with our email. So the emails were plain text emails coming from head of customer support. In your case, it could be from the CEO or from the marketing manager. It could be anything. But introducing a character as a new sender builds familiarity a lot, in emails, and it just helps to get people to engage with the emails. And that's another thing we did here. And basically, the next thing we did was we cleaned the email list, right? So obviously, there are people not engaging with the emails in the last 180 days, and we just suppress those people because there's no point having those people on our Klaviyo account. And doing that led us to reducing their Klaviyo billing from $1,480 to $475 because there were just a lot of people on the email list that are not engaging with their emails. So we just clean those people up, and we reduce the Klaviyo billing. So that brings us to the week 2, and as you can see here, we're already getting some engagement. We're already getting some good results, even though it's just tiny. So from 20% to 40%, nothing too crazy yet, but we can see some improvement already. So what we did was basically just continue sending value-based email, and most importantly, we started asking people to reply back to the email. And this is very, very important as well. Aside from just sending plain text email and making the email come from a character, asking people to reply back to your email will improve your email deliverability a lot. This is extremely important if you're experiencing low email deliverability score. You want to ask people to reply back to your emails, and that comes from how you speak to them, how you make them feel, right? So you are asking people to reply back to your email is really going to help a lot. And this is what we did in the case for this client. And we continue sending emails to only engage 30 days. We still want to build that momentum. We still want to make sure that we, get to the good deliverability score very quickly. So we just, kept sending emails to engage 30 days. Another thing we did was, we turned off low performing email flows. Obviously, if you're experiencing spam issues, or you see emails going to the spam, email flows will be affected as well, not just the email campaign. So you see that some of your email flows are having low open rates. So unless these emails are really crucial, like the welcome email, the first email, the welcome email, abandon cart email, if these emails are not the most crucial email that you need right now, you want to simply turn them off, right? So let's say, for example, you have the sunset flow or the customer win back flow. You can simply just, turn off this flow, or turn off a couple of emails in this flow to, reduce emails going to the spam folder, right? So that is what we did here. We turn off some low performing email flows. And the next one was, we expanded the problematic domain segment to 40 days. So remember I mentioned earlier that we are sending emails to a problematic domain engage 30 days. So we are using that to, warm up this problematic domain emails. So at this point, we kind of, expanded it a little bit to 40 days. So we went from 30 days to 40 days. So that brings me to week 3. So week 3, you can see here, we went from 48% to 74%. And as you can see, so there's already a very, very good improvement at this point. So we didn't really do much at the week 3, to be honest. We just, continue building on what we have working already. So you can see here, we basically just continue sending emails and monitoring the metrics. So we have built the foundation, we see what's working, we just keep on doing that, right? But a couple of things we did that was a little bit different was, we're sending emails to engage 60 days. So we went from 30 days to 60 days since the email open rate are getting better and click rate are getting better, bounce rate are getting better. We basically just, expanded the segment to 60 days. And also the problematic domain segment. So like I said, we started warming it up from 30, then the second week we moved to 40, and here on the third week we moved to 60, and we are using that to warm up this problematic domain segment. So on the week 4 here, we are getting to the where things are getting more interesting. You can see, one second. Okay, there we go. So on the week 4, we are at 80% email deliverability score. As you can see, most of the metrics are really good, even though the unsubscribe rate is not that perfect and the spam compliance is not that perfect. But we've been able to fix the open rate, we've been able to fix the bounce rate and click rate. And the things we did here was that we started mixing value-based emails with holiday promos. Like, even though we want to get out of the spam folder, we want to also make money, right? So, and this time it was during the holiday period. So we basically, keep sending the value-based email, but we also did some holiday promo at this time. And we had a mixture of plain text email and design emails. So we just, we are not just sending plain text email alone. We also had a couple of design emails, especially with the fact that, we had some holiday promos. So we did some design email as well. And we are sending emails to engage 90 days at this point. So we went from 30 to 60, then to 90 in the 4th week. And we slowly turn on some email flows. So at this point, we see that our email open rate are getting better. So we slowly turn on some email flows, especially the crucial ones like the welcome email, browse abandonment, added to cart, abandoned cart. So we started turning on those email flows slowly, right? Not all of them, but we turn some of them on. And we expanded the problematic domain segment to 90 days at this point. Like I said, we are using the problematic domain engage segment to warm up the not engage segment. So we expanded out to 90 days, and that helped us, warm up the problematic domain segment. And that's how we're able to, get this brand from 28% email deliverability score to 80% in the space of 30 days. And this is exactly what we did step by step. So if you are facing the similar issues or you want to fix your email deliverability score, just follow the step I showed you in this video, and you'll be able to fix your email deliverability issues in no time. But if you need my team and I to help you take care of this, if you need my help, if you run a D2C brand and you need help fixing your email deliverability, or you just want to make more money from your email marketing, this is something my agency does, thesmartecommerce.com. We help our clients take care of their entire email marketing, and everything is done for you 100%. So you can use the link in the description of this video to book a call with me, or just shoot me an email at habib@thesmartecommerce.com, or shoot me a DM on Instagram at growwithabib on Instagram. So that'll be it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.